Hello, I'm Joyce Woodworth. Welcome to the Spirit of Winona. Today we're at Winona's ORC, or Occupational Rehabilitation Center. It's a factory of sorts. Products are assembled here for the consumer, but that is really only the secondary purpose of this organization. What Winona's ORC is really about is people with special needs. It provides meaningful jobs for people with disabilities and a place they can work with dignity and respect. By providing a program that enables people with disabilities to become productive citizens, ORC has also provided a service to our community. Let's go in and find out just how this works.
Good afternoon, Winona ORC. May I help you?
This is Maureen Brink, and as soon as you walk into ORC, this is the lady that greets you. Hi, Maureen.
Hi.
Tell me about your job here at ORC, Maureen. What do you do here?
Well, I'm the receptionist here. When customers come in or clients come in, they visit the front desk, and this is basically where they're going to find out any information they need or which location that they need to be forwarded to. I also answer the phones incoming and take, other calls for inside the offices, and transfer calls and page people. And so basically, a lot of people come up to the front desk to find out what's going on.
Do you enjoy your job?
I love my job.
Oh, good. What do you like about it?
Well, I really enjoy coming into work every day and meeting with people and just watching the people, go out into the community and get different jobs. And it's nice to see these people grow, so they're not just staying here. With this company, they'll work with you so that you can move ahead. You don't just sit out on the production floor the whole time, because what would the purpose be? So, that's the whole thing about ORC.
Okay.
Learning how to move on and grow. One thing that we do have at ORC is we have a workers' council meeting. A group of people or clients that work for us to get us, different activities. And so they're kind of like our little circuit to tell the people in management and staff how we feel and how we want to be treated. So we do have something like that, to be spoken of, which is good.
Okay, what kind of things come out of that? How do they want to be treated? What things stick in your mind that they might have brought out that they want to be treated like a certain way? Can you think of some of those?
They want to be treated as a human being. They're not stupid people. They may be a little slower than most, but they understand, and they have feelings, and they don't want to be hurt by people. And I've seen a lot of people with disabilities that have to try a whole lot harder than anyone else, but they appreciate more than somebody who doesn't have a disability. They don't take things for granted.
Okay, that was perfect. It's beautiful. Okay, I'd like to introduce at this time Bill Harris, who is the Executive Director here at ORC. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Joyce. How are you?
I'm great, thanks,
Good.
Bill. Bill, tell me, what is the history of the ORC here in Winona?
Okay. Winona ORC started in 1973, 30 years ago. A group of citizens who primarily were parents of young people with disabilities, and a few professional people got together and felt that they needed a training program, a work program for adults with disabilities, and they contacted the state of Minnesota and essentially told them what they wanted to do and formed a nonprofit organization, Winona ORC. They then worked with La Crosse ORC and together put together the organization. We were a part of La Crosse ORC for about 10 years and then separated approximately 20 years ago and have been fully independent since that time. So.
All right, is ORC actually a national organization?
No, it's not. There are organizations like ORC all over the country and in fact in foreign countries as well, but we are a standalone nonprofit corporation.
Okay. How many participants do you have now in the ORC in Winona?
There are 297 people, I believe, as of today that we're providing services to. We provide work for people here within Winona ORC in packaging assembly. We have community-based employment where we place people into jobs in the community. About half of our total workforce is out in community jobs. That's about 125 people that have at least part-time jobs out in the community, many of them full-time jobs.
Great. How are you finding the community accepts the people that work for you?
Yes, over the years we have seen more and more acceptance of people with disabilities in the workplace. Placements have been successful. People get jobs, they become permanent taxpayers.
Wonderful.
And employers play a big role in that. Once they have adjusted to having a worker who is a little different but still a good worker, they are very accepting and very helpful.
Bill, tell me about the training that you provide for your participants before they go out into the community.
Right. We have a staff of about 48 people here. Most of those people are social workers, counselors. They work directly with the people. Everybody has an individual plan of what their goal is, what they want to do, what kind of job they want to get, and so forth. And we focus a lot on what people refer to as soft skills, on relationships with people, co-workers, their supervisor, knowing the importance of being on time to go to work, on staying on task, on not getting disrupted. We usually have people work in our facility so that we can see what their skills are, and then as we identify things that need improvement, we can focus on that. We do very little skill training per se. We don't teach a given job. We teach how to be a good worker, the things they need to do at any job to be successful, and then when they get a job, we will help them to learn the more specific things they need to do on that particular job. Usually the employers themselves provide most of that training, and then we'll help with that or support it with our staff as well.
This is Andrea Hartman, who is the production team leader here at ORC. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, how are you doing?
Great. Tell me about some of your employees here.
We have people with various needs here. Some people can't walk, some people have Down syndrome. Some people just need to get back in the workforce, and we try to cater to those needs. Right now we're working on a balloon job, and it's a potentially new customer. We're doing a few trial runs, and hopefully we'll be able to secure the job. And so a lot of people can do this job because it's easy enough for people to do, and yet it still brings in money for them and helps them get to where they need to be. So instead of sitting home, they can be out with other people, be with people they know, and do something more rewarding, take pride in what they're doing. They're people that are fun to be with. A lot of them like to joke around, and most of them like being here. So it's great to have people that come in and they're glad to see you, and they're also glad to do some work. So just help each other out. Like with this balloon job, it's something new. Some people might not be folding it right. You know, we have people training. I'll be training them, different supervisors, but we're not there all the time. So other people help each other out and say, hey, no, do it this way. So I guess that's kind of a working together thing, and you know, they know each other. Some of them do. They sit at the same tables. It's just kind of a social thing, just like in any other workplace. It's not anything different.
Okay. Hi, Dwayne. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, you must be a pretty popular guy around here, Dwayne, huh?
Yes, I am.
Is that what makes you so popular?
Well, I carry a positive attitude.
That's great.
Hard work.
Good. What are you doing here today?
I'm working on a normal shift from 1 to 3, and then I turn into a janitor.
Are you a janitor here at ORC?
Yes, I am. In-house.
Okay. Well, what are the people like here? Are they pretty nice to you?
Yes, sometimes they give me some hints or whatever, and I keep on working.
Okay, how long have you worked here?
I've been working here since 1986.
Well, what's it like?
It's good. There's been a few sad times, but we went through them.
You made it through those.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the time like right now? Is it a pretty happy time for you?
Yeah.
What do you like doing when you're not working?
I like country music. because I was born into country music
Wow.
from both sides of my mom's family and my dad's family.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. Do you like to dance along with that country music? Do you do any line dancing?
I do some clogging.
Some clogging. Wow, that must be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of exercise.
It sure does. Do you have to wear special shoes for that?
No, I clog in any pair of shoes.
Wow. And where do you do your clogging?
I do it anywhere that I'm comfortable.
That's great. Now I noticed that you press this thing over here. What's that
That's
for?
my clicker. It tells me how many I get out.
Okay.
And it's based on the check as well.
Okay. This looks kind of complicated. Do you have to fold it in a certain way?
Yep.
Okay. How does this job compare to your other jobs? Do you like this one as well?
This job is a time-consuming job, but the other ones I do it with physical strength.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Dwayne, it was so nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good luck to you.
Yep.
Tell me how you pay your employees and what their compensation is.
Right, and we have kind of a variety there as well. We hold a special certificate from the Federal Division of Wage and Hour to pay commensurate wages, meaning people can get less than minimum wage, but it has to be, there's a lot of rules we have to follow to show that it's proportional to what they produce. And we do that primarily here in the facility. In the community-based jobs, they get hourly pay like everybody else, and our average wage for jobs in the community is around $7.50 an hour.
This is Doug Dugan, who's in charge of marketing and development here at ORC. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Joyce. How are you today?
Great. Doug, let's start out with the mission of ORC. What is the mission here?
The mission of ORC is to train and provide vocational services and eventually placement in the community for employment.
Okay. Tell me what's going on right here at ORC today. Tell me about your assemblies and what's happening.
Okay, well, we're quite lucky right now, or we've worked pretty hard. Our production facility is broken up into 3 production floors. Basically, production floor 1, production floor 2, and our machining area is production floor 3. Right now, we have a heavy influx of business, which is always happy when government funds are being cut. We feel we're very lucky to have the business. We have full employment now on all of our floors. So what that means is all of our participants that want to work can work. On production floor 1, we do a lot of light assembly. This goes from mailings to making heating controls for Watlow. The Fastenal Company is one of our best supporters in the community among many, and right now we're doing major work for them in washers and screws and putting them together. To processing erasers for Windcraft.
This is Roy Walker, who's one of the lead workers here at ORC. Hi, Roy.
How you doing?
Roy, tell me, what is a lead worker? What does that mean?
Well, I'm in charge of everybody back here working.
Okay.
Make sure we do everything and get everything out on time.
All right. Well, what are you doing today? What is this?
Today we're doing junior moo cows,
Uh-huh.
and we got an order for 47,000.
Oh, wow.
So we put 2,000 on a box.
Uh-huh.
Then we tape it up, put paper in, tape it up, and write it up and ship it out.
Well, what's it like working at ORC?
So far it's been pretty good to me.
Uh-huh.
I was out of work for 18 years
Wow.
until I came here,
Uh-huh.
which I lost my apartment in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So since I've been here, I've been doing pretty good here.
Wonderful. Well, tell me what the Winona community is like for you.
Everybody treat me nice.
Great.
It's a nice, quiet place.
Uh-huh.
I enjoy myself here. You don't
Okay.
have to watch your back and look over your shoulder all the time.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. What are some of your hobbies?
So, like fishing, shoot pool. Used to hunt a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And play cards.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little bit of everything. As
Okay.
they say, a jack of all trades.
Uh-huh.
So,
Great. Well, thank you so much. This is Warren Canthak, who works here at ORC. Hi, Warren.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. Warren, tell me what your job here is at ORC.
Okay, I am the head loom operator for this agency here. And what we do is we make mittens for resale for Minnesota mittens.
Oh, wonderful.
And on one machine,
Uh-huh.
the wool machine, we make the outer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's made of wool. And there's
Okay.
another machine over here that makes the cotton liner for the inside
Okay.
of the mitten.
Uh-huh.
And then the finished product looks like this.
Okay.
Let me see
Wonderful. I'm very familiar with these.
You are?
Yes. Uh-huh. Oh,
See,
those
they're
are
very warm.
beautiful. Oh, they're just beautiful. They feel
Yep.
so nice.
Yeah, we try to put out a quality product.
Warren, where did you get your training?
I got it, incidentally, at Winona Knitting Mills years ago. Pete Woodworth, who's a very good friend of mine, taught me how to knit on the flat knitting machines. And when I came here, I looked over, and 20 years later, there was some flat knitting machines, so I got the job running them.
Oh, great. So you are very familiar with these machines
Yes,
when you started
I
here.
was.
How long have you been with ORC?
Well, about 4 years now.
Okay. Well, what's it like working here?
Well, it's pretty good. I always worked with a physical handicap, but out in the economy, I worked primarily in mental health. And then I got hit by a car, and I retired for a couple years and raised my kids. I have 3 kids. I'm a single parent. So I raised my 3 kids, and then economically, I had to do something to supplement my income because you can't really live on just a disability pension. So I was fortunate enough to come to ORC, and now I make a little money, and everything works out fine.
All right. Great.
Production floor 2 is basically our heavier assembly. We build pallets for fusion coatings at TRW. We also make boxes for RTP. Peerless chain, we cut chain and put binder chains together for them. We do some baling for miller scrap. Basically, that's what we have going on that floor. In the machining area, we provide most of the parts for Waters Company. It's a worldwide leader in hydrant and valves. So that's a heavy operation. We have participants basically in production floors 1 and 2. In production floor 3, we have basically 3 participants, but they've been in a long training program for us, and we're real glad that they are, because it's real hard to hire people to work on a CNC machine or other machinery we have out there. So that's probably one of the spots that we're real proud of. And with the machining department, that revenue kind of runs the rest of the production floors. We keep all of our people busy, but we do make a profit. We try to have a little margin on all our jobs, but we do make a profit on our machining. Pretty high as it is in the sewing machines out there.
This is Lori Corville, who works in the machine shop back here. What's your job back here, Lori?
I run the CNC machine, and if it's down, then I go run a lathe or a drill machine.
So what actually does this machine do?
This here takes and bores out 2 holes in the parts. If you turn behind you, there's parts that are finished over there.
Okay.
All I do is stick the parts on, bolt them down, and hit the button, and it sends it into the machine. The machine does it all, and it sends it back out done.
Okay, what's it like working at ORC?
Different, enjoyable.
Uh-huh. How long have you worked here?
I've been here since the end of July of last year.
Well, tell me what the people are like here.
They're usually willing to help you out with everything.
Uh-huh.
They're pretty decent people.
Now, Doug, this is the machine operation of your business.
Right.
Tell me what this means to ORC here.
Basically, our funding comes from our production floors, machining, fundraising, and government support. 46% of our revenue comes from the government, 2% comes from fundraising. So the rest, the other 54, comes from our production floors 1, 2, and machining. Well, machining provides probably half of the revenue that we earn in a month versus the other floors. The other floors are profit margins, or when we make money, we basically want to have work for our participants. But in machining, we look at this as a profit center. And anything that happens in the market with foundries or the price of steel or anything, that affects us. So we're always trying to hone our skills out here, do things a little bit better, so that we can in fact keep our machining business, because that does provide for the varied services that we offer.
How many businesses are involved with ORC?
At this point, I would say that there are 40 businesses involved with us, some in the cities. We do business with foundries in Wisconsin, but basically we have, through our enclaves and our direct production, there's between 40 and 50. And at any one time, we are serving 270. Our total census is 370, but some of those people are in counseling, in training, that they aren't working. But right now, we have 280 people working, and for us, that's great. And for the community, I mean, what a better investment is to invest in people, get rid of the governmental support that you need, and have them become tax-paying citizens.
Now tell me about your 30th celebration. I know you're having something special. Tell me what's going on.
What we're trying to do is celebrate the whole year, because we can't pinpoint the date that we, in fact, were founded. And that celebration has taken 3 or 4 turns. We've had a network night here in town with the Chamber of Commerce. We are having an open house in September where we will celebrate our 30th anniversary and invite members of the community to come and tour our facilities. We are also, every time we have an event, our 30th anniversary comes out. We had our Winona Spelling Bee, Winona RC Spelling Bee, which we have every year. Our golf tournament is also going to be geared for our 30th anniversary. Our participants, one of our participants' grandmothers is knitting us a quilt with 30 pictures of our participants on there. So everybody is kind of chipping in here. We're very happy to be here 30 years, and we really want to be here another 30 years. So we're all working pretty hard for that.
Okay. Doug, tell me what it's like for you to work at ORC.
It's probably the most rewarding experience I've ever had. I retired from another career, which was kind of rewarding, but nothing like it is here. I walk in here and the level of energy of the participants just keeps me going. Their sense of humor, the way they approach life, even though they have special needs, and whether they came from birth or they were acquired during their lives. These people are worthy of anything that I can do in my life so that their lives can be better. And for me, Joyce, it's a labor of love. I enjoy golf, but I'd probably say if there was a toss-up, I'd probably work on the production line and see that things go well.
Winona's Occupational Rehabilitation Center is a valuable asset to our town. It has shown us that all people are uplifted by working through pride and dignity and respect for all. Their 30-year contribution to Winona has helped build a healthier community, and with our acceptance and support, will continue to do so in the future. This has been Joyce Woodworth. Please join me again next week. Till then, enjoy the spirit of Winona.